Good evening, everyone. Hope you are having a fantastic networking time. That's me, if you can recognize me. Okay, so I'm truly grateful to be speaking and sharing this stage with all of you. Thank you so much for the opportunity. When one embarks a career journey, it is full of experiences, challenges, and opportunities. To pursue one's dream, sometimes we move to the nearby cities, and sometimes, like so many of you, have moved to the far end of the continent. It's all to navigate to these moves, adapt new culture. We all learn and grow. In one way or other, these moves are pivotal in shaping an individual, both personally and professionally. Drawing from my personal experiences and lesson learned, this exploration will delve into the details of navigating these transitions and thriving through change. I'm Ritu Vyas, a software professional with over a decade of experience, I think. I began my career in medical systems software in India, then transitioned into investment banking, moved countries, and now I'm continuing in a different country, adding new dimension to my growth and learnings. Change is the only constant, and I think everybody has heard it so many times. It is rightly so, although it is a cliched sentence, but it is rightly so. I started my career in the Silicon Valley of India, moved to New Delhi, then moved to London for this new opportunity. So when I was moving, that's what that photo is about. When I was moving, I did my thorough research about this real location. Read every article I could get my hands on, tried to research my colleagues, who I am going to work with, where I'm going to be sitting, where I'm going to live, and all of that. How am I going to reach office from wherever I'm living to the location? But each relocation presents its unique set of challenges, and from adjusting to new language and culture to understanding local customs and norms. Upon landing, I met with my unique set of problems. The first one was, where can I find my favorite fruit? I'll tell you what that fruit was later on. The second one was, why do people don't like rain in this country? Well, there were certain professional problems also, because I was moving to the same team, but it felt so different. I've spoken to those people a number of times, but this is the time I was talking about when we didn't have Zoom. I guess some of you never experienced that, where we didn't have video calls. So we just used to speak on phone, conference calls, etc. So it was so different. It felt like I knew the person, but I didn't know the person. And I was so reluctant to ask them to go for a coffee with me or tell me what is happening. Well, there were certain positive things also. I mean, I could just go to their desk, walk with them, see what their problems were firsthand, and try and give the solutions rather than waiting 24 hours to speak to them again. But it was all in all a very different change. And another thing was the time zone. It just felt so different. Back then, the afternoon calls were replaced by morning calls. And the afternoons felt so quiet, especially in winters. It was dark, and I was like, I left my home in the dark. I'm coming back in the dark. Where am I living? What is this happening? It was so different. So initially, it felt like I was struggling, let alone thriving. There was no question of thriving in that situation. I sat down and did a thorough analysis of what is that I should be doing. And that's when three things helped me. One was my support network, which still I keep on building. There are a lot of people which are there in my support network. I reach out to them time to time. It can be like a mom from my children's school, or it can be my professional colleague or colleague back in India. It just all helps. Every time it helps. And then mentors. These mentors are really important. I've spoken to so many of you and always have amplified the importance of mentors. A mentor can help you to reach to various new locations. And you don't have to have one mentor. You can have multiple mentors. I mean, they are individual and you are a different individual. You can't have like one exact replica of your future version who will tell you exactly this is how you have to do, and you'll reach to where you want to. So have multiple mentors at different times and try and seek what you are looking for. And the third one was meaningful connection. So I started seeking opportunities to immerse myself in local activities, go to the cultural events, community events, the volunteering experience, and even having the coffee chats. I know it sounds so silly to have a coffee chat with somebody, but if there is a new joinee in your team, that person values a lot from that coffee chat. You can genuinely tell that person that there are such and such events happening and know about that person, and it eases them so much in the team. So it's really valuable. 2 years into the new country, I was going on maternity leave, followed by another maternity leave 3 years later. So I have 2 children, which keeps me busy. Both the times it was a career break for change of priorities. We all change priorities, and that's a topic for some other time, but that's a topic to be discussed. This time also I was coming back to the same team, exact same team, but things have evolved because I was coming back after a year. So it felt so different. I was so nervous. And as they say, the longer the break is, the lower the confidence is. You forget everything. You lose all your access. I don't know how other companies work, but where I was, I had to re-raise all my access to the systems because it felt like I was a new joiner. I was away for almost a year. But again, the approach this time was also very similar to last time. I did my thorough research. I reached out to my support networks, and I also reached out to my mentors to what should I do, what are the things which are happening in the team. And this was all before when I was coming back. So let's say like a month before when I was planning to join the team back. That's when I did all of this. One thing which was different this time when I was coming back was upskilling. So I tried looking at different things, what I could benefit for when I go back. So I spent reasonable amount of time upskilling. So I would emphasize taking a break is important. It can be for anything, traveling, studying, having children, looking after somebody. But when you plan to return back, do it properly, invest your time in that and come back with all that might which you have already. So embracing a growth mindset and being proactive in seeking learning opportunities are essential for entering, relocating, and re-entering, because it gives you all that confidence to navigate across the industry. And quoting Dalai Lama, every noble work is bound to face problems and obstacles. It is important to check your goal and move towards it with determination. Thank you for listening to me, and hope you have a wonderful rest of the night. Thank you.